So here we go, Centroid problem take 2. So we're going to be doing using two different sides of the triangle to create those medians. All right, so I'm going to look at what sides we're going to do. We are going to do the median from F to GH, and then the median from H up to FG. Okay, so remember centroid. Centroid is when we talk about the intersection of those medians, the concurrency of the medians. And when we think medians, we think midpoints. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the midpoints of sides of the triangle and then creating segments from the vertex to that midpoint of that side of the triangle. So let's start with our median from H up to FG. Now we just did this one in the other video, but just as a recap, so we're going to be looking at the midpoint, we're trying to find the midpoint actually, of segment FG. So remember that our midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 over, over 2, and y1 plus y2 over 2. All right? So FG is, it's going to be 2 plus 4 over 2, and then 5 plus 9 over 2. So that's 6 over 2 is 3, 5 plus 9 is 14 over 2 is 7. So the midpoint is 3, 7, and that's what I have already marked. And the median is going to go from H and intersect with that midpoint of FG. So we are also going to be using the point 6, 1. I'm extra strong today. I keep breaking my lead. Okay, so we need to find the slope of segment FG. Slope y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, so it's going to be 1 minus 7 and 6 minus 3. That's negative 6 over 3, which is negative 2. Okay, now we're going to pick a point. I'm just going to pick 6, 1 for the heck of it. This is x and y, and my slope is negative 2. So we're going to substitute into y equals mx plus b. So my y is 1 equals m, which is negative 2, x is 6 plus b. So 1 equals negative 12 plus b, b equals 13. So the equation of this median is y equals negative 2x plus 13. Okay? Should be the same. We just did this one, right? Now we're going to be looking at the median of from F to GH. Okay, this is one we did not do before. So we need to find the midpoint of segment GH. So let's look at segment GH. The midpoint first. So that's x1 plus x2. So 6 plus 4 over 2, and then 9 plus 1 over 2. That's 10 over 2 is 5. 10 over 2 again is 5. Okay, so 5, 5 is going to be my my midpoint. Oh, look what's going to happen again. Ooh, we're going to get a horizontal line. All right, so because this is at 5, 5, right? Okay, so we need to find the slope. And once you draw it in, you see that it's a horizontal line. We should know the horizontal line slope, right? But if you don't, let's say we're going to find the slope of that median. So we're going to use the points 5, 5 and 2, 5. So slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we get 0 over negative 3, which is 0. It's a horizontal line. Yay. Horizontal line is when all of the y values equal this, or yeah, all of the y coordinates, I should say, of this line are the same. And you'll notice that, right? Right here, the y coordinates are both y, or I'm sorry, are both 5. So this gives me the equation that y equals 5, always. Well, that's already now your y coordinate of the centroid. So now what we have to do to find the centroid, to finish it off with my ordered pair, we know that y is 5. We're going to take 5 and substitute it in to the equation of my other median. So I would get 5 equals negative 2x plus 13. And I'm going to solve this for x. So subtract 13 over, we get what? Negative 8 equals negative 2x. So x equals, all right, go breaking my lead again. X equals 4. So we get the same centroid, right, as the first example, which is 4, 5.